All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the stop, Breeland Speaks. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
DC.
To throw on second down is gone. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll try the air now with Goff. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Here's Goff now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
On second down, here's Goff. Now he'll escape to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Left. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing now is Mahomes. A little 360. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Carl Lawson, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there. Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question. Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Orange.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On 1st down, it's gone. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is gone. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are in for 6. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come out here in the eye. They'll run here with Bernard. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Jared Goff scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bengals are in for 6. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried the sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, and maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Hut, hut, hut. Hut.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Goff. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Goff on 3rd down. And able to find Green. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On second down. Here's Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
All right. Come on out. Check. Starting left here.
They toss to Mixon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And now here comes Kansas City. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis able to drop him for a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey. 4 down. Hut.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Carl Lawson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
76.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Slow. Here we go now. Green 90.
Mahomes going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to him on first down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stick.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Carl Lawson able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
4 down, 4 down. Hut. Left. Hut.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he's gonna let it. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Mahomes, flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Mahomes now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Goff. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Hill shedding the tackle, throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
This is caught inside the 15. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 67 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. We're back now in KC. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now gone. Steps away to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45! Hunt, 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 hunt!
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Ace! Ace! Here we go now.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Goff on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
A handoff to Mixon. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
All right. Come on now. 2 for 1. Cut. By 20.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Goff now looking to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. That's caught inside the 20. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 57 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Johnson jostles free, and he's got this one down to the 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. They'll run with Mixon. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll give it to Mixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. You got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
3-39.
He'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Huge first down. Got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Back to throw. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carl Lawson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17.
He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention